But unfortunately, reality is it's mostly washing machines and bad furniture. That's the reality of it. Most people don't have treasures, especially in Sun City. But I don't tell them that, of course. I'll tell you that.
Right. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome back, everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi to
Hi,
everybody
guys.
out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. And you know, my next guest has been on with me now several times. I have with me Joe Manduke, and he's the owner of Julie and Joe's Estate Sales. And today, you have brought a plethora of little things that we're going to kind of do show and tell. Now, the first thing you said before you came on is, well, I'm going to try and do this on the radio. And I said, well, we're live on Facebook, so now everything is visual and we've got videos, but we're going to describe some of the things that you brought today. First, I want you to tell about you, a little bit about yourself, what you do, okay, and then what we're going to talk about.
Thanks, Carol. It's good to be back. I'm Joe Manduke with Julie and Joe's Estate Sales. We're in Sun City, but we do work valley-wide. And what we do, if somebody's downsizing their home, somebody's passed on, we come into your state and sell everything. We'll even buy your house with everything in it.
Right. That you don't have to necessarily, let's talk about that. That's a new service that you have.
It's been very popular. A lot of people, especially if they're out of state, they have a parent that's died out here or has moved to downsize their living arrangements, and they don't want to deal with realtors, they don't want to deal with all this stuff, so we can just do everything in one fell swoop, one check.
Their number is 602-859-6784. I had said earlier about you one time before, you got the most incredible junk.
Yeah.
But we're not even going to call it junk, because it's really what's junk to me might not be junk to somebody else, right?
There is a collector for everything, whether it's doorknobs or barbed wire.
And guess what?
Everybody.
Don't ever take anything out of the house, because you said there's even somebody that's going to buy the food.
Yeah, but don't throw anything away. It's the biggest mistake, everybody. They'll start donating clothes and donating this and giving stuff away to the neighbors. Don't do that. Just wait until after the sale to give anything away or donate it. We take care of all donations subsequent to the sale. I do want to make a pitch. Our current sale is going on in Sun City. It's at 10705 West Topaz Drive. It is a collector's sale. It's loaded with antiques. Was a couple antique dealers in the family. Stuff is accumulated there. There was a couple deaths in the family. Stuff's just been sitting there, so we've gotten into that. That sale goes on 8 to 1 through Saturday.
This on starting when?
It's been going on since yesterday.
Now, is this on your website for them to
Yes,
see?
it's on the website. It's also advertised on Facebook. At Julie and Joe's Estate Sales on Facebook and on our Google site.
Do you have some of the pictures of things up there too, of things, or
Yes.
how do you do that?
Yeah, all the pictures are on Facebook, our live stream along with the video of the contents of the home.
If you're a collector, it's the place to be over the weekend.
It's a good sale. There's some good stuff there. We've been giving the stuff away pretty cheap.
It's
with
on
permission
now
of the client.
through Saturday. You
Right.
can check them out. It's Julie and Joe's Estate Sales.com. You can also check them out at Facebook as well.
Well, the new website, I might add, is julieandjoesales.com. We've
You
shortened
changed
the name
it
of
on
it.
me.
It's a brand new website, and it's a better website than before. So it's julieandjoesales.com.
Okay, so
And that's
Julie
it.
and Joe's
That
Sales.
sales at 10705 West Topaz Lane in Sun City.
Okay.
If you get a chance to go out, I think you'd enjoy it. A lot of people haven't seen an estate sale. They don't know what's involved, how it's set up, how it's operated and managed. Okay, I think we're going to move on to the question of hoarding and collecting.
Collecting and
All right.
hoarding.
What is the
Ooh.
difference between a hoarder and a collector?
Okay.
A hoarder is somebody who can't sell or give anything away. A collector can always sell something to upgrade his collection, improve his collection. And there's a big difference. We work with both hoarders and collectors.
Right. There's listen, people have different things that they collect, right? Coins.
Mm-hmm.
We have people that have collected a lot of things throughout the world, or throughout since the beginning of time. Today you brought some incredible coins, and I want to talk about them a little bit.
I brought a few. You also brought a coin today. A lot of people make the mistake of taking their coins and somebody passes on. They'll pass them down to the family, of course, which is great, or they end up taking it to a pawn shop or a jewelry store and not doing too well. So we sell directly to collectors, and Carol brought in a silver dollar that a lot of people have hanging around their homes. This is called a Morgan dollar.
Mine's really dirty.
No, that's fine. It's natural. Never clean a coin.
There you go.
That's an 1885 O. It was minted in New Orleans. It's a common date. However, it is. I do believe it's uncirculated coin. In that condition, it's worth about $50 to $75.
I'm taking mine home and putting it in someplace special.
That is called a raw coin because it has not been submitted for grading. I brought along a Morgan dollar of a little bit different type. I believe that's an 1885 Carson City. And you'll see this number on top of it says MS64. Does it say?
It says that, I don't know what it says. It's MS62.
MS62.
Okay.
So that means it's mint state 62. And coins are graded on what's called a Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, 70 being a flawless coin under high magnification, and a 1 being something you can't even read the date on. So
What's better?
70 perfect coin. There are no 1885 O MS70 coins because that thing came off a steam press in late Victorian times. There's always flaws. Plus, they're big, heavy coins. They're loaded into bags, and they don't bump into each other to have what's called bag marks. So the fewer marks you have, and the better the coin appears, and the better it's been pressed, the impression, the better the grade.
Isn't
That's
that
a good
cool?
coin. That's about a $500 silver dollar there.
Wow. So
Okay.
you got yours in the. I'll take this one too and put it in a special
I
place.
just want to mention, okay, for people collecting coins, or if you have any of these lying around, never clean your coins, and don't take them to the pawn shop. This next coin is a little more interesting, a little more valuable. I believe that's a 1914 D. It's a St. Gaudens half eagle, and it's a $10.
MS63 plus.
Yeah, it's an
I'm Carol
in-between
Merrill.
grades. And it's a pretty rare coin. They didn't make very many of them, and in 1933 it became illegal to own gold coins, so a lot of them got confiscated and melted down. On the other hand, a lot of them got shipped to overseas and now have made their way back, where you could hold $100 worth of gold at the time. So a few of these around. That coin's worth about $2,000.
Here, wow, you just brought that and put that on my desk.
It's a
like
half
that.
an
That's
ounce of
awesome.
gold. So obviously, a half ounce of gold is only going to be worth now about what $800-900, but that has numismatic value as well as metal value.
I'm going to open up the lines of the audience. Okay.
Go ahead.
I just want to see if anybody. I know we might not have time, but I want everybody that would like to call in. If you are a collector, what you have, or if you know somebody that has something like this, we'd love to talk to you about it. Our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100.
Now here will be a shocker for you. Some people may not know that antique fishing lures are one of the hottest collector items in the country right now,
Wow.
also around the world. What you have in your hand is a 1908 Hedden trade minnow. He's in that box. It's a wood slide box. He's in
Minnow.
there. He's in there.
Let me
Take him
check it out. Ooh.
Watch these hooks. There's hooks on him.
Ooh.
See if you can get a good picture. That's called green crackleback. It was made in 1908. It was sold through the Sears catalog.
My luck,
at the
it's going to
time.
fall out and break.
It
Okay,
is
you guys.
It is brand new. It's never seen the
Wow.
light of day. And that coin, that lure is worth about $1,000.
Wow.
With its box.
Wow, wow, wow. So again, anybody out there that has, what are these fishing lures? And a lot of people have stuff. You know where you have your stuff? It's in those attics. It's in those
That's
your
right.
parents' homes that you're trying to get rid of right now.
That's where that's from.
That somebody might just have in there. And we have 2 minutes, so we're going to show one more.
One more lure, real quick.
Real
This one
quick.
is from the Moonlight
Ooh, I like
Company.
that. Look at that.
The Moonlight Company, which is in
Paw,
Michigan. It's, and they later become Paw Bait Company. And the lure that's in there is considered by many. These are all handmade, of course. And this one is considered to be one of the most beautiful fishing lures ever made by hand.
Wow.
It is
Okay,
very-
can you see that?
Yeah,
Okay, there we
It's
go.
called a piker-roon, and that is 100% condition, never been used. Also made around 1910, 1911.
I never thought I would think that a fishing lure is beautiful, but
And
it is.
They are works of art,
They
absolutely.
are.
They're individually crafted works of art.
They're wonderful. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. I want to keep our lines open here just in case anybody would like to call in. If you've got something that you have that you'd like to talk about, Joe is a expert in all of this. Our number here, 602-277-5369. What do you want to say real quick?
Oh, don't throw anything away.
That's your tagline. There you go. It's don't throw anything away. And you know what? There are people that live out of state that have their parents live here. Maybe you need to get rid of a home. They can do it all in one fell swoop for you if you need to. And they are experts at what they do. Check them out on their website. It's Julie and Joe's Estate Sale, or Julie and Joe Sales. Julie and Joe Sales.com. You can also call them and they'll do a consultation for you. It's 602-859-6784.
Right.
We're going to stay live here, right here. And we have a caller calling in, so hopefully maybe that will be for you. I got to write this down here so that I have it.
You're lying at the end. Don't throw anything away. You can get a lot of hoarders listening to your radio show.
Usually it's their relatives,
no,
it's
they
their
tell
children.
their parents, yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
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 Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, how fun is that? Now you see how different this is compared
It is.
to
Well,
before?
it is. It's good.
And yeah.
It's good. I wanted to mention it just.
We have a call Linda from Gilbert that wants to ask Joe a question.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine.
We don't have a giveaway or anything, do we?
No.
Okay.
No,
Linda
we're
wants
not
that,
giving
yeah.
these away.
May I please, sir?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this lure, you said fishing, and I'm all about fishing. I want to know, would
Oh.
it be okay if I took a
Sure.
look?
Go ahead. Why they're here?
Oh, yeah.
I got the smaller one of that too. That came in two sizes.
And where is this,
There'll be dead air in a
is this
minute,
like
right?
beach or walleye?
They use them for big fish.
Big fish,
Big
okay.
fish.
But stream fishing though, right? This isn't ocean fish.
Lake. No, these are that one
Like
would be
northern
freshwater.
pike, walleye,
freshwater.
yeah.
Big fish.
Yeah.
Northerners.
Ho-hos.
Yes, sir, Bob.
You got that?
Yeah, I do.
The box is worth more than the lures.
Okay, and then this is the,
That's the
Carol, you
hiker
said
ring.
it was really pretty.
Yeah, good.
It lifts out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just comes out of there.
from the bottom.
I'm sure glad it didn't fall out.
Oh, look at that.
That's a pretty color.
Well, fish, obviously when you can't see, so this is a perfect.
You know, a lot of these things were made to catch
Fish
fishermen.
cannot
not
see.
to
Of
catch
course they
fish.
were.
They look really
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
hanging in the hardware
Why do they
store.
have eyes?
Because it looks good.
But the fish don't see?
Fish don't see well.
It's
That's why you have the bright objects
You
that
make
they go
it
for the first
attractive.
Murky
time.
water, the
Yeah.
bright objects,
They
shiny
see-
things.
Yeah, shiny.
Yeah.
It's the shine in the
Those are
motion.
good. Those are beautiful.
That's why you can't wear
Wormworks.
suntan oil when you go into the
Hey,
ocean.
The worm works great too.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Linda from Gilbert if you want to write
Okay,
that
I
down.
do want
And-
to.
and there is a show at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
Let's-
Hope she's not gonna yell at me about something.
What's that?
Hope she's not gonna yell at me.
Hey, that's
She
my
is, we'll
lure.
just hang up on her, that's all. I just do this.
So you hooked some. You hooked somebody.
Totally different. A lot more fun.
Yeah.
You finally did what I asked you.
Fun.
What you asked them to do?
Bring in props, probably.
What did she say her? Oh my God.
Look,
What's her
Laura,
name?
was that? Linda.
Linda.
From Gilbert,
Linda from
yeah.
Gilbert. Linda from Gilbert. We're having a ball here right now. And Joe's been on my show many, many times. We usually talk about you and the sales that you have. And today we open up the lines to the audience. We have a caller that's calling in. We are talking right now with Joe Manduke, and he's the owner of Julie and Joe's Estate Sales. And I'm going to go right in with just letting her talk because we're going to give people the opportunity to call in. If you have maybe some collectibles that you want to talk about with Joe, he is a expert at what he does. Our number here is 602-277-5369. We have Linda from Gilbert. You're on the air.
Go ahead, Linda. Go ahead. Sure. Well, the bad news about furniture is there's a big glut of furniture in the valley, and in terms of selling furniture through an estate sale process, it really is pennies on the dollar. Even if it's something special, the sale I mentioned we're having right now is loaded with antiques, and they're going out the door pretty inexpensively. The things that are selling really well are jewelry and firearms and vehicles and things like that. The value, everybody should remember, the value of most of the estate is going to be in the real estate. It's not going to be in the contents of the home. But, yeah. What size are they? Are they 1 ounce or half ounce or one full ounce? Yeah. I ah. Well, my own personal opinion on the Krugerrands, for example, they're bullion coins. So, they don't have any numismatic value unless there's something special. So when you need the money, sell them for the gold value. And the other point, if you have a whole bunch of collectible coins in a drum somewhere and you don't know what they are, they should be analyzed as to condition, date, mint mark, material, and then come up with a valuation on that set. Valuable coins should be graded. If you looked at hers talking about grading of coins, what I do when I review a collection, I'll sort out the coins that I think have high value. Then they get submitted to a third-party grading service, and then they're marketed after that. It usually anywhere from 20 to 50% more in value after the coin's been graded. If it's just raw coins, it's really hard to get maximum amount of money for them.
I would say this. This is my opinion, okay? I don't know much about any of this, but what I do know is it's good to have somebody take a look at it, and that's what Joe will do for you. We're going to get you connected with him. I don't know if you gave the phone number for further, but we will get you. Well, you can either call back and we'll get you, or we will, let me give out your phone number. If you want to call back, you can also talk to Chet here and he will take your number. So I can get you connected with Joe. He is an expert with this. So our number here is 602-277-5369 and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And Joe, your phone number direct, it's 602-859-6784.
Or can also contact us directly through Google or a Facebook. The Facebook page is also interactive as well.
That's cool.
And also, too, as far as coins and things like that, you can simply, or even furniture, if you just want to take some photographs of what you have, good clear photographs, of anything like that. We also do a lot with vintage antique men's wristwatches. There's another huge collectible market for those. Just send us any good pictures, text us pictures, or go ahead and send them through Facebook, and we can take a quick look at it. I also have a page, a vintage watch appraisal page that we use.
Call us here. Joe is in the house right
I'm here
now,
now.
and you can talk to him. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Okay, what else you got there?
Well, I have something in a box here you might be interested in.
Okay, let me. Oh, it's heavy. What is it? Oh,
It's a unfired 1970 Colt 25 ACP pistol.
wow.
It's a very low production pistol. And if you do have any firearms, just like any other collectible, condition is everything. The market is very hot right now for vintage and antique firearms that have never been fired in their original boxes.
And this is
Double, triple the value that you might get otherwise for them.
wow. So this is in mint condition.
It's
It's
mint,
never
unfired,
been fired.
100%.
How much is something like this worth?
That gun's only worth about $1,000.
Okay.
But
Whatever. We'll
Here-
find something different.
and you'd be surprised how many collections I've looked at in the estate sale business where somebody has granddad's old gun still sitting in a box from 1915 and it's still there. I've seen it. It's a lot. It happens. Same with the fishing lures. Some old box of lures up in the closet. I'm not talking about rusty old metal lures. I'm talking about wooden glass-eyed specialty lures that were hand produced in the early part of the 20th century. Okay, I got one more thing. I just want to mention real quick, talk a little bit about sports. And everybody has boxes, piles, tons of baseball cards. And
Oh, there's
boxes.
2 here. Thank God.
And the point being is, memorabilia is really hot right now. The sports memorabilia market has just come roaring back here in the last couple years, or even the last year. And cards, baseball cards, we'll just talk about that because we have that example. They also have to be graded just like coins or comic books. They all go through a similar process of grading by expert panels. It's not cheap. Costs you between $40 and $50 to grade your baseball cards.
But it's worth it.
So if you have a huge collection of baseball cards, as many people do, a lot of our 80s and 90s cards, most of them aren't very good. And don't forget basketball cards and Michael Jordan's and other sports cards. Hockey cards are really coming into
I'm going to ask my ex-husband if he has any.
So got to go through them, take your
I'm
time.
gonna sell it.
Number of really good
Get
websites.
that alimony.
Websites out there that you can look stuff up. And you can see on those any kind of collectible. There's plenty of good websites to get some information.
Now,
Great.
what do you got here?
I got a Yogi Berra card and I have a Pete Rose card. Two very famous players for different reasons, I guess. But being from Philadelphia, I thought I'd bring along my Pete Rose card.
Well,
Kind of a fan.
So with working with you, obviously, if you have an estate and if you have things, but even if you don't have to sell it, maybe you have your own little collectibles that you've had that you started when you were younger, but you never really used it anymore or looked at it in a long time.
Yeah.
They can talk to you.
And analyze that, whether it be fishing lures or doorknobs or vinyl record collections. Sit down, go through it, and if that stuff may be a good source of income for you. So I've seen fishing lure collections go for tens of thousands of dollars. Of course, the sports cards as well, and of course, coin. The highest.
What about albums? I want to ask you
Yeah.
about that because, that was my era when we would buy albums and things. So now, what would, let's say, an album look like? Depending on what would be one you would look for?
Albums are a lot like books.
Like Beatles' White Album
Right.
or something like
Yeah,
that?
but you understand they impressed millions and millions of those albums. And with records, it's a whole science unto itself. Most of them are only worth a few bucks. But certain issues, certain covers, certain omissions, certain errors make a big difference in vinyl collecting. And it's a real specialty. But
Well, my brother probably had 1 million of those too.
Rock and roll.
He really did, and
It's-
so
well, see, in Sun City, we mostly have Lawrence Welk, and I'm desperately looking for a nice set of Beatle albums out there.
Really, I'm
Occasionally,
going to ask my brother then. If he has anything like that.
people are growing up. We're all getting to that point. I think it was said there's 10,000.
Yeah, but
people
there's going to
retiring
be a
every-
whole new flux of Sun City people that are going to be more
Right.
those Beatle types.
And I'm seeing
Because
rock
we
and
get
roll.
old too.
I'm seeing rock and roll vinyl come through the estate sale process now.
I bet.
And there's people dying to get it, and they all want one record for $1. The problem is we look everything up. We research our clients' collections. I just don't guess. We spend a lot of time researching this. So you may not get it as cheap as you. I miss something once in a while, but not too often.
Well, we got another caller calling in, and we're going to try and get her on. If not, we'll take the phone numbers to make sure that we get you connected. That's what it's all about, really, honestly, is this stuff could be so different, right? And you could be going anywhere, and you can even buy something at a garage sale or an estate sale, like you say. You should go to them because you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, art. We haven't talked about art.
Let's talk about art.
Art. This house I'm working on now is full of art. They only collected known artists. So
Isn't that neat?
yeah, some of it's very, very good. Yeah, some Warner Brothers sketches, original production stuff from
Now,
Hollywood.
let's talk really quickly about the sale that you got coming up that
Yeah.
you said is a collector sale, real quickly.
10705 West Topaz. 10705 West Topaz Drive in Sun City through Saturday at 1 o'clock.
And there's some really cool stuff there because he says it's a collector's sale.
It is a collector sale.
And so you can check it out on the website. It is julieandjoessales.com. You can also call him. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. He's an expert at what he does. The number to call is area code 602-859-6784. I'll tell you something, guys. What he says all the time, Don't throw anything away.
Let me do that.
Let him take care of that for you. And by the way, let's say you just wanted all the house done, everything in it taken care of and bought. He takes care of that too. Give him a call. Again, that number is 602-859-6784.
Did we have a caller or are they going?
Yeah.